The details on the school cell phone ban, Trump with his lowest approval rating ever, and more missiles being fired in the Middle East. It's all today on the 5-Minute Commute. We start today with the question of the day. Should kids be allowed to have cell phones in schools? I know it's a tough question. I've already got quite a few answers from people I talked to, but I want to know what you think. We'll see what the general consensus is. Should kids be allowed to have cell phones in schools? Reason I ask the questions because that's our lead story today. We have the details. We reported yesterday that J.B. Pritzker had signed the cell phone ban. Here are some of the details. First off, kids K through 8th grade, actually pre-K through 8th grade, would not be allowed cell phones at all during the school day. Before school, after school, but not during the school day. High schoolers would be allowed them during lunch and during passing periods. So when they're in the hallway, they could use their cell phones. They would not be allowed in classrooms. Now, here's something interesting. There are exemptions, right? So medical exceptions, educational exceptions where they could have cell phones. And then it also limits the punishments that they could get. Yeah, can't be suspended, can't be expelled. Can only be confiscated. Minor punishments could be handed out for the use of cell phones. Now you're going to find this one hard to believe, but we're still firing missiles at Iraq, and they're still firing missiles at us. In fact, even just in the last few hours before I recorded this, more missiles fired at Jordan. Jordan shot them down. Iran is firing missiles at Iraq, at our base in Iraq, in Kuwait, as well as in Egypt. And we spent the night bombing Iran. It is full swing again in Iran. This day in history, the first oil tanker left the United States for Europe. The year was 1869. Sorry, I had to look and see. I forgot the year. 7,000 barrels of oil on it. To give you an idea how big that first tanker was, I didn't know. I had to look it up. A tanker today could hold as much as 3 million barrels. The first one had 7,000 barrels on it. We've come a long way. Trump's approval ratings came out yesterday, and they are the lowest ever in his entire presidency, and some of the lowest ever by a president ever. 34% with one of the key factors. That was the one that was 36% the last time they did this poll. He's down 2% in that, and he's down in every category. The poll said people don't like what he's doing in Iran. The poll said people don't like what he's doing with the economy. The poll said people don't like what he's doing with gas. They also said that they don't like what he's doing with immigration. In general, he's down all across the board. Something to cheer you up. Today's National Cheesecake Day. I am a huge fan of cheesecake. This last Christmas, I got kind of busy trying to figure out how to make cheesecake. There's this lady, and she watches this video. I used to get cheesecakes from her, and then she stopped making them. And I get it, because the ingredients are super expensive. So I had to make my own cheesecake. Not as good as hers, but for the first try ever, I was pretty pleased. And I'll be making my own cheesecake again this holiday season. For the last mile today, as you know, I've been doing presidential quotes. I kind of like them. A long time ago in college, I had a professor who used presidents to tell us what the times were like, right? And I felt that really works. So when you go back and you talk about what a president was talking about at the time, it really gives you a feel for how we were through history. This is why I did the FDR thing, where he did the Second Bill of Rights, and Eisenhower talking about the military complex, and Kennedy talking about education. Well, this is an Abraham Lincoln quote about education. Here you go. We'll leave you with this one. I view education as the most important subject which we as a people can be engaged in. Thanks, Abraham Lincoln. Felt like the show went quick today, didn't it? I don't even know how long it's been. I don't time these. I just go. They generally are about 5 minutes. But it's over. Time for me to head out. You have a fantastic day. And remember, be kind to someone today. Oh, and like, share, and comment, please.